and why might token holders point them in different spots based on certain market conditions?
Yep. So this gets to almost more the art than the science of liquidity, and there's no necessarily one answer. So we think that in the future, DAOs will basically vote on or knight someone as their liquidity director that sort of uses their reserve of TOCA. And by the way, one thing I didn't say that we might not come back to, so I'll just say it here, is these projects, when they stand up their reserve, in the early days, at a minimum, we have a process either through a sort of a TradFi swap, where we're basically lending to each other, or through a trade where they can get enough TOCA to be a powerful liquidity director day one. And then we get enough of the tokens that we stand up the reserve as the backstop for the reactor. So both protocols kind of win. And any protocols that are interested should just reach out to me or the team, and we can discuss. And we've had a lot already reaching out to us in the last week since launch. But basically, coming back to where they would route it to and why. If you're a founder or someone on the founding team of a DAO, you might know, okay, over on this venue, we know that we have the protocols linking together in this way, or there's something interesting on the protocol that plugs into liquidity on SushiSwap, or in the future, some more exotic venues that we plug into. So they might know, hey, we really want to increase the liquidity, or what I call the bandwidth really of the system there, because we know other protocols or our protocol uses it in this unique way. Others might look and say, hey, we're already incentivizing Uniswap. We have pretty deep liquidity there. Let's just double down and vote most of it there. This gets to the art of science. Or they might say, we have the deep liquidity on Uniswap. Let's also get some from other incentives. Let's get some deep liquidity from Tokemak onto SushiSwap and onto Balancer. So they might start voting around there. And so there's really no short answer to it or one size fits all. It's really what the criteria, both in terms of kind of traders and users out in the system and where the trading activity is. And we're going to give the user not only the tool, but also the feedback loop to see how effective it was. So after the different cycles, they can look and see, okay, here's where cycles are what we use for each sort of cycle or segment of liquidity deployment. So after it, they can say, okay, of all of the Aave in this reactor, 60% was voted here, 30% was here, 20 was here, and so on. And then they can see per unit of liquidity or per quantity of tokens that were voted somewhere, how much trading volume actually happened there. So they can see, did they get good bang for their buck wherever they routed the liquidity, and was there actual use by traders, users, protocols, et cetera, of the liquidity that was provided there. And then that will mean for the next cycles, the network will just likely, at least for those that are paying attention to that signal, will start rebalancing kind of and adjusting where the liquidity goes as a result of that feedback.